Sunday night, hopefully you took my challenge and you've decided to write out on your calendar, like put in writing what it is you're going to do this week, every single day for your workout, okay? Because you should be exercising every single day. If you knew all the benefits it had for your brain, your mental well-being, your longevity, your gut health, your stress, all of those things, and the effects that it has on your mood, your anxiety, depression, all of these things are improved with daily exercise. All right, here's what I try to schedule. 7 days of exercise. For 7 days, I plan out what I'm going to do, whether it's going to be cardio, strength, or plyo every day. And oftentimes a combination of both, not to exceed an hour, maximum hour and a half. And I'm okay if I don't get 7 days in. And this is just me. I don't schedule a rest day because I think something is going to come up that just serves me up a rest day, and it forces me to be flexible. So while I schedule 7 days, I don't expect always to get in 7 days. Or I just might wake up and be like, you know what, I need sleep, or I'm really sore. But my goal is 7, and I give myself grace. If I get in 5 or 6, that's awesome. I just listen to my body and I listen to the universe. For most people, this is the part that's really hard for them to do. For me, that's easy. I enjoy doing that. I look forward to it. It gets me excited. The rest of what's on my schedule, I have to put on my schedule because I don't necessarily love doing it. It's not, they're new habits. I know they're good for me, but I don't look forward to them, so they've got to go on my calendar. But this week, I'm going to try to fit in 2 hyperbaric oxygen chamber treatments. I'm going to try to fit in 4 infrared sauna treatments, during which I will do my meditation. I'm going to fit in 1 massage. Actually, I lied. I do look forward to that. And then a glutathione push. You know what? I actually look forward to that too. I like the way it makes me feel. So these 2 are a little tougher, but they're going to go on my calendar because I know how good they are for my overall health. So I don't normally write out all my workouts on a big sheet like this. I just did it to show you because this will go in my Smart Life push journal, and it'll of course go on my phone. But so you can see, I've already scheduled that on Thursday I'm going to do an hour workout, and it'll be HIIT and legs. In the evening, I'll do a massage, and as soon as I get out of that massage, I'm going to go to the sauna. And listen, I will be the first to admit that this is not normal. It's ridiculous. It's a blessing. It is a gift, and I'm incredibly grateful. But I'm also at a stage in my life and in my business and in, the raising of our kids where this is possible. But no matter where you're at today, you've got to figure out what's a priority. What needs to be a priority. What's going to make the biggest difference, the biggest impact on your health. Can I tell you what I think it is? Exercise. Because all these things relate to health, whether it's internal health or external health or brain health or whatever. It all relates to health. So if I had to prioritize, which at a certain stage in my life I did, and I'm telling you that the thing that you should be prioritizing is exercise. You just cannot deny the science, the studies, the proof that is the absolute best thing you can do for yourself, for your mental well-being, for your creativity, your productivity, your patience, the way that you move, your strength, your confidence, everything. You've got to exercise, and I want you to try to do it every day. And I'm not saying that you need to go for a run, or that you need to do, HIIT training or jump training or plyometrics, but every day you should be using your body in a way that is good for you. That's exercise, a minimum of 20 minutes. You can do that, you should do that, and you know it. I mean, there's no reason to go over all of the, benefits of exercise because you already know them. The only thing that we need to talk about is why you're not prioritizing this. I mean, it's going to make every area of your life better. So you need to do it daily. Something, 20 minutes, even if it's restorative exercise. Go out and take a walk. If you can't use your legs, figure out something you can do with your upper body. No more excuses. Prioritize this. You deserve it. What do you do when you lose your motivation? You're in a funk and you don't feel like exercising and you're not eating right, and it's just one day turns into a week, turns into oh man, now I've gained 10 pounds, or maybe it's just Maybe it hasn't gotten that bad yet. Maybe it's worse than that, but you're in a funk and you want to know how to get out of it. I just did an Instagram live. It'll be up for 24 hours, and I answered that question. It's really, really simple. So go check it out. On Instagram, I am at Chalene Johnson, and it's, if you click on the stories, which is in the upper left-hand corner of your Instagram feed, you'll see a live video from me, and it'll stay up for the next 24 hours. Let me know what you think. Moment of spousal gratitude. Okay, so I'm focusing on a Success Magazine broadcast that I'm going to be doing tomorrow. So I'm really trying to prepare, write notes, think about how I can best help people in this short amount of time in this live broadcast, which, by the way, I hope that you will be there. Here's the thing about my business. People see me, like, I'm the one who spends probably the majority of the time on social media. When we produce a product or an event, we kind of market me. So I think people a lot of times think that, like, I'm the business, which I'm not. The team is the business. But I can't tell you how grateful I am to have the business partner, my husband, that I do, because the things that he does in our business, we wouldn't have a business if it wasn't for him. Like, and I wouldn't enjoy what I do if it wasn't for him, because he does all the things that he's good at. He does the numbers. He does the operations. Like today, he's meeting with our insurance rep, going over all of the benefits and the policies and how we take care of our employees. And, like I said to him, I'm like, so you've got a meeting with Dave. Is this going to be good news? He says, it never is. He's like, I've never walked into that meeting and walked out and went, woohoo, we're saving money. No, it's always like, okay, this is going to cost a lot more. And here's what we get to decide, etc. And dude, I don't want to do any of that. I'm not good at that. I don't like that my eyes glaze over, but they're necessary things to make sure that our business can function. It's the taxes, it's the trust, it's all of the things that, like, his brain is so good at and my brain just glasses over. And I so appreciate it, because the fact that he handles those things, it's what allows me to do what I do. It's what allows me to create. It's what allows me to think. It's what allows me to spend hours and hours and hours researching, which isn't the thing that he loves. But it's so important as partners that we honor those little things that our spouse is doing, that it's not what we're doing. Like, you can't try to make your spouse you. They're good at certain things, and for you to be annoyed that they're not good at the things that you're doing is to dismiss and to underappreciate the things they are doing that allow you to be your best. Find that with a lot of people, the things that annoy us or that we complain about as it pertains to our spouse are the things that we wish were more like us. But then you wouldn't have a partnership. Like, I mean, if you married you, half of the things that get done right now wouldn't get done. I mean, not in all cases. Certainly, there are instances where people marry a complete dud and they do freaking nothing. But I even think those people can be motivated. I really do. It's about feeling needed. It's about being appreciated. It's about positive motivation. It's about praising someone when they do something and not correcting it and fixing it and redoing it. Just appreciate what you have and recognize that it's awesome, that it's not exactly the way you would do things, and that you're different. Some women want diamonds, not me. I want plans. Look what my husband just got me. It's a big, giant 1-year dry erasable calendar. Are you jealous? Are you jealous? Okay, I know you're going to ask me where to get it. I'm sure they sell it on Amazon, boo, but he got mine at where?
Staples.
You're already an incredible person. Like, I don't even know you, but I know that about you without a doubt, because you're listening to a podcast like this. Like, you want to be a better person, which makes you look incredible. But you need to find that thing. You need to embrace the fact that you really are enough. There is no perfection, right? And no matter what it is you attain, regardless of the status, regardless of how much time it takes, you will never feel like you're enough unless you believe that you're enough. I can summarize the whole podcast, in one very important sentence. So I want you to pay attention. Please listen to this.
You live in my dream state. Anytime I count sheep, that's the only time we make up. You exist behind my eyes.
This is not an unshowered look. This is what I call a marinated look. Yeah, I put these clothes on this morning at 6 a.m. Yeah, I worked out in them. Yeah, I went and did a hot sauna and then put these stinky clothes back on. Yeah, I sat around in them all day working on boring stuff on a computer. What are you going to do about it? Showers are for the weak. Why do you take so many showers?
I like to be clean.
You take a shower before you work out, you take a shower after you work out.
And then I take one more during the
Then
day.
you take a shower after your sauna.
Yeah.
And then one before bed.
Sometimes.
You know, that's excessive.
I like to be
You
clean.
need some germs if you're going to have gut diversity.
I get my germs from you.
Oh, that's not nice. You're in a rare mood today. What's going on?
I had to get up early.
For what?
Ranger time.
What does that mean?
Means we had to work out today.
Who's that? Who's we? Come closer. I can't see your cute face. Who's we?
The coach and the ranger.
Oh, you guys, is it like a show?
It's a show. We don't let anybody
Well, if
watch.
Rangers lead the way and coaches call the play, I
Plays.
didn't even do that on purpose. But who's in charge when you guys work out?
Today's gonna be kind of a mixed bag. So today's gonna be a mixed bag.
Okay, don't forget,
Yeah.
you're not 30 anymore. Okay,
I know.
but I love you.
I hope I survive.
You will. I forgot my phone upstairs, so before I can head out to my workout, which is like a 10-minute drive today, I had to run all the way back upstairs to get my phone. And that in and of itself is a pretty decent warm-up. As you can see, it's several flights of stairs. This is just a document. Phew. Jump in the car. My friend Dr. Michaela says, I really like your hair like that. No, you don't. This is awful.
I love it.
Really, I haven't hairsprayed or anything. It's just I'm gonna do it on the way down to the Kangoo location.
I thought it was just for me.
It's just called no hairspray yet. See, ponytail, much better, much better, and hairspray swoop. My goodness, they're so big and beautiful. Wow, well-trained puppies. Congratulations. I invite you to take a screenshot of the next couple of snaps because I want you to see how much diet can transform like so many parts of your life. Like these are people who've had like insane results. Stop it. From the diet beta test, like people who lost 50 pounds and people who've lost 5 pounds, but it's affected like everyone else in their family. Like the stories, you guys, like food is medicine. And when you get your food right, it's like getting your meds right. Ashley, happy birthday to you. I have on a lot of makeup and I went straight from doing the live broadcast right over here to doing hyperbaric oxygen chamber treatment. And there's a little girl in there and she said to her mom, Mommy, there's that lady again. Why does she have her face like that? I'm like, okay, if I didn't, like, this 7-year-old over here is giving me a complex. Anyways, and she's like, oh, honey, because some mommies have time to do their makeup. I'm like, no, some mommies had their makeup done today. On my live broadcast for Success Magazine today, I retold the story. I retold a story, something that happened between Brett and I. And as you know, I see a therapist. I believe in seeing a therapist. But that particular moment, I've never talked about in a therapy session, like that day, that moment, right? And I don't think I will, because I think it is powerful for me to relive it. And I think if I had, the pain still comes up. The feelings still come up. And I just think that's a powerful way to help people relate to the story. However, I don't know if I'm talking to you about that story, if I'm trying to talk to you about therapy, or maybe all of these things. Okay, let's go with therapy. So the thing with therapy is, it doesn't erase whatever it was that happened to you or a traumatic event. But for a lot of people, what it does is it doesn't feel painful anymore to talk about it. And that's kind of how you work through something. But ironically, I still think it's valuable for me to feel that pain. It's part of the thing that keeps me accountable from going back to that life to that feeling, to that moment when our lives were like really quite out of control. Wow, you look pretty. Dinner with this one. Great time at dinner tonight. I went out with my girlfriend Monica Gray. She's a mother of triplets. We have been friends for, I think, like 25 years. She was at my wedding. I was in her wedding. She had triplets. Triplets! Something you've heard me say about friends before. I am not of the mindset that you have to stay in contact and nurture friendships for the rest of your life or simply because you have a history. I personally believe that we have very few days on this earth and very limited time, and that we should spend it with people who make us better, with people who lift us up, with people who we want the best for them and they want the best for us. And sometimes we have friends who we've been friends with for a really long time, and that's just not the case. Like, they're on a different path. They don't want the best for you. They don't want to hear about good things when they happen to you. You have to kind of hide what's going on in your life that you're happy about, or they're nowhere to be found when something sad is going on. I personally don't believe that the length of time that you've been friends should dictate how much you nourish and nurture a friendship. I think that you should look at the quality of the person, the quality of the friendship, how much they give to you, how much you give to them. It should be a two-way street. Sometimes you take, sometimes you give. That's the quality of a friendship. And I think too often people feel like because you were once friends or you have this history that you have to maintain that friendship. Not if it's not healthy, not if it's all you giving and this person taking and you never get anything back in return. You don't have to maintain those friendships if there's nothing about them that inspires you or motivates you, or that you want to be like them, or you know what I'm saying? You don't need to have any guilt over this, and you also don't need to have like a sit down, come to Jesus kind of meeting. Because I think so many people are like, yes, I need to sit down with my friend. I need to tell her that we are on different paths. No, you don't. These things happen organically. You know, maybe time will pass, and maybe there will be a point at which you have more in common. Maybe this person will have a change of heart or do some personal development and realize that they've been really selfish. So there's no reason to burn bridges. There's no reason to tell someone that they haven't been a great friend. Like, that's just pointless. Just know that friendships are organic, which means they need to be nurtured, which means they need to be watered and cared for if they're important to you. But the weeds, you can put some glyphosate on those, or you can just let them die. As I said, Monica and I have been friends for 25 years. So our relationship has been through a lot of changes, shifts, right? So like when I first had Brock and Sierra, she didn't have kids yet. And so that was an adjustment in our friendship. We had less in common in terms of like what we wanted to do. Like, she wanted to go out and dance and have fun. And I was like, girl, that ain't even in my car. I ain't even interested. But at our core, our ethics, our beliefs, our heart, our character, our friends, what we like to do, our hobbies, that all stayed in common. There were just shifts in what stage we were each at in our lives, right? So sometimes your friendships are going to go through these shifts because you're at one stage and they're at a different stage, and that's okay. You know, as long as what's at the core of your friendship is still intact, then you should make efforts to maintain it and also give the friendship grace. In other words, not to say, well, I'm not hearing from this person as much. Like, give them grace. Understand that maybe they're a new mom, or maybe they've started a new business, or maybe they're going through a transition. But if that person is important to you, if they lift you up, if they give, if the relationship is meaningful, not just because of length of time, but because of who this person is, then it's worth you nurturing it. One more thing before I go to bed. Smart Success is my mentorship program. It's how I have become a life coach to thousands of people and help them figure out how to get more organized, from their closet to their refrigerator, to their finances, to their business, to their communication with their partners, to figuring out how to be more productive by doing less, earning more by doing less, feeling fulfilled. And it's a course that's transformed people's lives. It's a movement. Online coaching program. It's an 8-week online coaching program. Anyways, we weren't going to make it available this year. Why? Because I actually live what I teach in Smart Success. And because our team is so involved with the diet beta test, we didn't feel that it would make sense to do both. Surprise! We are going to do Smart Success this year. In fact, we opened up registration today because Success Magazine came to us and they said, let us help you do this. This is an important program and it's so in alignment with what it is we stand for at Success Magazine that we want to be a part of this. Really excited to be able to tell you that we are open, registration open today. And this, when you've been asking like, Chalene, how can I work with you? How can I have you become my mentor? It's Smart Success. It starts with this program. Absolutely. In fact, everyone that I've hired to join my team, we make sure they've actually been through Smart Success because that's the foundation of having peace, clarity, decisiveness, direction. Anyways, my point is we opened up registration today and I just found out tonight that the video is already down, so I will check with Success Magazine in the morning and double check and find out if registration is full, and I'll let you know in the morning. What workout are you going to do this morning? I had on my schedule PIO, so that's what I'm going to do. Remember, it's really important to schedule your workouts. You know what, actually I had Kangooing on my schedule for today, but I flip-flopped some things. I did Kangooing yesterday, and today I'm going to do PIO and legs. Up! 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 Woo! I know I have a lot of new followers here on Snapchat, so nice to meet you. You probably have seen me do like little clips in the gym, but if you want to see what the whole thing looks like, including our little mini cycling studio and some of my favorite pieces of equipment for you to have in your home, as well as some tips if you're buying cardio equipment on what to buy and what not to buy. I did that live on Instagram today. It'll be up for 24 hours, so if I don't know if that's something you're interested in, it's there. My Instagram handle is Chalene Johnson, so you can check it out there. I think I could probably do a swipe up, but you know why half the time I don't just swipe up? Because half the people are like, your swipe up isn't working, and the other half of the people say it does work. So it's like, just Instagram.com/Chalene Johnson. What you working on, CFO?
Plan.
Stick to the plan?
Smart Success Plan.
How's it going so far?
Beautiful.
Did you already get your workout in?
Yeah.
Does that help you be more productive?
Yes. More focused.
Notice anything different about me today? Aside from the farmer's tan, what is going... At least I'm getting a little bit of vitamin D when I'm out in the sun. And yes, I do wear sunscreen. Are you kidding? I'm Scottish. I don't even tan. I just get... That's not even a tan. Those are just more freckles. So when I do look tan or orange, it's because I've done a spray tan because I don't lay out. Anyways, my point is, what I was trying to tell you about is, notice how my hair is longer today? I put in a little extension in the back, and then I did a little fishtail. It's so bobby pinned right now, like I could not get through airport security. There's that much metal in my head. But I'm going to go into the office. Mark my words. The girls will notice. The guys will not. It's just how we're built. This is something you don't want to buy. It's called a juicero. You have to buy these special packets, hook it up to Wi-Fi, and then the packets make a green smoothie or whatever. But it's like the dumbest thing ever. We can't give it away. And we can't throw it away because it's brand new, but it's seriously the dumbest thing ever invented. Sorry, inventor. Did you notice anything different about me today?
No, you have longer hair.
Oh, good job! Did you notice, honey?
Yeah, and your snaps.
Oh, jeez. You know, I appreciate you following me here on Snapchat, but I'm curious if you're truly a lifer. Now, if you're truly a lifer, you listen to every podcast, you subscribe, and you actually get a notification when there's a new episode that's up on The Chalene Show. So let's have a pop quiz. In what episode of The Chalene Show do I reference this sign? I need the episode number and bonus points if you can tell me what I said about this sign. And just for the record, today Alex told me I looked like Elsa. So tomorrow, Alex will be getting a raise. She also told Kevin. Kevin, by the way, is a business partner to Brett and I. But she also told Kevin. You've seen Kevin in my snaps. He was earlier, like 5 snaps ago. She told Kevin that he looked like he could either be a CrossFit coach or a wolf. And I think he took them both as compliments. So just leaving Newport Integrative Healthcare Services. Awesome. If you're looking for an integrated medical practice, I highly recommend them if you're in Orange County. Dr. Siani and Dr. DeLong. Now, what's the difference between seeing your regular doctor and someone who is an integrative medical doctor? Well, they're both medical doctors. The difference is in their approach to treating their patients. So an integrative medical doctor typically is going to look at you as a whole person. They're going to want to know about your health history, like any other doctor, but also your stress history, your trauma, how you eat, how you sleep, digestive issues, like everything combined. Like what's your marital situation? How much stress do you have? How much do you exercise? And typically they're going to approach healing or health from a holistic perspective. And by that I mean, if there's a rash, they're not going to necessarily treat the rash first. They're going to figure out, okay, what's going on with hormones, with food? Is there food allergies, stress, all those things? And then try to approach it from a food standpoint first. A good integrative medical professional will try to treat it first from a lifestyle perspective before they start talking about supplements, before they start talking about ordering a prescription for you. So they want to figure out, like, how can we heal this from a lifestyle perspective first, and what else could be going on that's causing this. So I love seeing an integrative medical professional. Love it. The downside, very little, if any, is covered by insurance. Very little. You're going to love this tip. Never weigh yourself when you've just started a new workout program, or if you're really, really sore. When your body's really sore, your systems start to set in to repair those tissues, especially the lower body. When our bodies are repairing tissues because of inflammation, even if it's good inflammation, it sends water and holds onto water in those tissues. Water weighs a lot. So you could get on the scale and you're like, what the heck? I ran 5 miles yesterday. The scale should be lower, and the scale is suddenly higher, or you're doing a new workout program and the scale suddenly goes up. That's why. It's not a permanent weight gain. It's just water retention from inflamed tissues like muscles. So keep that in mind the next time you're doing something new, or the next time your body's really sore. Probably not the best time to jump on the scale. Wait until you're fully recovered, which is why it's so important to weigh yourself after a rest day. Listen to me, Linda. 6 minutes ago, I looked and smelled like a hot mess. Now, I'm not saying I look like a beauty queen right now, but I looked presentable, and it took exactly 6 minutes. I was completely drenched in sweat. I whipped off my sweaty clothes. I took a bath with a wet wipe. Yes, I did. Then I applied new deodorant, new lotion, and some perfume. I smell fantastic. I took a blow dryer and I just re-blow dried my bangs, okay? I went like this, and I got a little bit of concealer on my fingertip, and I went like this under both eyes. And I re-upped my eyebrows. Okay, that took less than 6 minutes. And now I smell good, I feel better, and I'm presentable. I'm not talking, you guys, I'm not talking about looking like you're going to the Grammys. I'm saying just look presentable. You'll feel better, you'll do better. Ooh, I came to the office and look what's here. Sidecar donuts? Explain yourself. That was cruel and unusual punishment, for which I believe one of these two is going to be fired. Did you eat the donuts? Just here at Team Johnson. Everyone's left for the day, except for this young buck. What's up? What you working on?
Big things.
I didn't expect to be here so late, but I'm going to record a podcast. And luckily, I had some Miracle Rice, which is so good. We have a cubby that's marked shareables, and so anything that's in the shareables cubby, everyone has access to, and it has chocolate, miracle noodles, and yucky protein bars. So, not bad.